Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an effortless, flawless, no makeup look. This only takes a couple of steps and then we are all done. And this is perfect for if you have a rushed morning or if you want to look natural and you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. This is for you. It's super duper easy and I hope that you guys enjoy so much. So let's get started. The first thing is moisturize. Moisturizing is so important in the morning. So go ahead and you will moisturize your face with whatever moisturizer you prefer. I am using the Bostique Cactus Water. Almost out of this, so I need to order some more here soon. I am gonna try and keep this like a fairly cheap, so it's gonna kind of be drugstore. There are gonna be some things that aren't drugstore, but yeah. Okay, so now that my face is moisturized, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prime and put foundation on my face. For primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You can get this at Walmart for like $8, it's super cheap. And I'm also going to be going in with the Morphe foundation. I'm going to mix it with my Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I mix these together, they look good together. I think it brings this one just a little bit more full coverage that it needs. And since this is a shade too light for me, mixing these together, it makes it almost my perfect shade. Almost. Don't take my word for it, it's almost my perfect shade. To go ahead, I'm gonna kind of keep this kind of a cheapy, like more drugstore than anything. I mean, obviously I'm still gonna have some high-end products, but they are at a very good price point. So I'm going to go ahead with the Poreless Putty Primer. I'm gonna put this all over my face and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm gonna give that primer a little bit longer to kind of set into my face, so I'm gonna shake these up. I have found that shaking your foundation helps it a lot because the oils saturate. Like they do over time, like you can really notice it, but it actually, I read that overnight your foundations will saturate and the oils will like kind of separate from each other, so always make sure that you shake your foundation. It's super important to do. This JH41 brush and I'm just going to dip into my Fit Me foundation and I'm going to put it on my face. I just do lines kind of around my face and then I do it with the other foundation as well, and then I just blend them together like that. So I have those all over my face and now I'm gonna go in with the JH03 brush and I'm just going to blend this out. I have found myself liking blending out with a brush better. I loved my white 6 for a while and then after time, I don't know if the brush just got like way overused, but like I cleaned it and stuff too and it still just like wasn't working. But now that I have this, I'm pretty sure this isn't even a foundation brush, but I'm pretty sure this is a contour brush, but I'm using it as a foundation brush. And it looks so flawless. Like I really do love how this looks. And just like that, I have my foundation on. I did blend a little bit down to my neck. I just kind of take the leftovers that are left on the brush and I just kind of brush them down my neck to kind of blend them out just a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder and I'm going to go in with shade 110 and I'm just going to put this all over my face to set my foundation. Also, this is the brush JH02 from Morphe. So now we're gonna move into eyebrows, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. But if you want a good dupe, the e.l.f. Dip Brow Pomade is one that I recommend to everyone. It is so good to start out with, to practice with, and it's way more budget friendly than this. This is like $18, and I think that one is like $7. So I would definitely go with that if you're starting out to do your eyebrows. For eyebrows, I recommend that you go I meant to say shade lighter. A shade lighter is what you should be going with, not a darker shade. Shade darker than your natural hair color, because then it will look more natural. I am going in with shade, except for when you're like blonde. If you're blonde, then go with the shade blonde, it'll look fine. I am going to go in the shade blonde because it is about the same color as my hair, but it's just a tad bit lighter. Always when you go in with pomades, I recommend that you go in with a light hand, because if you go in super duper harsh, you're gonna have eyebrows, and you want natural flowing looking eyebrows. So I highly recommend that you go in with a super soft hand when you're first starting out. So as you can see, mine's been beat up and it's almost gone, but we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to attempt to do my eyebrows on camera. So I just take a little bit and I actually wipe the sides of my brush off, so that's why you see like my rim is like super dirty, because I always wipe the sides off so it's not on the sides and it's not in my way. The first thing I always do is I underline the bottom of my eyebrows and then I line the top of my eyebrows. Always make sure that you brush your eyebrows out so you have the shape ready to go. My eyebrows definitely need waxed, but we're gonna go for it. And then what I do is I have these outlined, so what I do is I actually just take the brush, so like you see how it like angles, I take it to its side and I put the point right here. I don't know if you can see that. But I take it and I go like this on it, and then I just brush backwards with it. And then take the spoolie side and kind of brush it out, and it will soften up the pomade more. So that way if you do go in a little bit harsher than what you planned, you can always brush it out and it makes it look 10 times softer. And then what I do is I take it and I flick and make little hairs in my eyebrows. And again, take the spoolie side, and if you get one too harsh, just brush it. I always have to conceal my brows because at some point, like right here, I always end up going down. So yeah, my eyebrows look always, I don't know, I can't do eyebrows on camera for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm trying to do it for you guys. But I cannot do eyebrows on camera. So I'm gonna go with my Morphe concealer and I'm going to conceal my brows now and hopefully fix them because they look atrocious. But don't get me wrong, the tips that I told you guys, they work. I just can't do my eyebrows on camera. They work. I do them on a daily basis. I have learned them from other makeup artists on Facebook and things like that. So you can trust me on those tips. Just know that I can. Now, like I said, going in too harsh, I did that today. I'm telling you, I cannot do my goddamn eyebrows on camera. I'm sorry. They look like shit when I do them on camera. So that's why I always say, oh, I'll be right back, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Because for some freaking reason, I cannot do them on camera to save. Anyway, because I do conceal my brows every day, I go ahead and I go in with my powder brush again, the JH02. I go back in with my face powder, and I wipe across my eyebrows to soften them up. Can you see how much like softer that one looks than that one? And this also helps them make it look a little bit more natural. I do feel like that helps quite a bit. My eyebrows look really shitty today. Great. It's fine. I'm over it. It's fine. So, going in with like the drugstore kind of high end, I mean, Morphe is very, very affordable. I highly recommend getting this palette or the 35O to start out with. They're good palettes to start out with. They have beautiful colors in them. Plus, you have a huge variety of colors. So if you go ahead and you get one of these bigger palettes instead of wasting money on like my Modern Renaissance one that costs pretty much the same as this one does, but you get so many more shades. So I would highly recommend either getting the Jaclyn Hill original palette or the 35O palette. I am going to dip into the Jaclyn Hill palette today, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here. This is the color that I used on my brow bone last time. And I put it on the JH30 brush from Morphe. And literally this is all I do when I am running late and I need to hurry up and get my makeup done. I just take this color and put it all over my lid. You can also use this shade as a highlighter, as I did with my brows. It's a very subtle highlight, but it's there. It's literally done. That's all you do for eyes and your face. The only thing I have left to do is mascara, and then I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do my mascara really quickly. Need a mirror. I'm going to go in with the Buxom eyelash. I'm gonna go with the I'm going to go in with the Buxom mascara first, and I'm just going to put this all over my top lids. And now I'm gonna go in with the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This is a knockoff to the Too Faced mascara, and I do love this one. I find that the actual legitimate Too Faced one is too wet for my liking. This one's super thick, so that's why I like it. It's not really runny like the other one is. Alrighty guys, so I have my mascara on, and that's literally it for this look. Before we close out this video, I'm going to go through all the products that I used again today so you can buy them. So first I moisturize with the Boscia Cactus Water. I'm probably butchering that, but I don't know if you can read that. You can't. But it's in this green little tube you can buy at Sephora. All you have to type in is Cactus Water. It's a little mint kind of greeny color thing. And then I went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is our new one. It is $8. You can buy it at any drugstore that sells e.l.f. Then I went in and I mixed the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation with the Morphe Fluidity Foundation. Brows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I did give you guys a dupe for this. It is the e.l.f. pomade for eyebrows. Super good, super affordable. I do like it a lot. My brows, I use the Morphe concealer out of their Fluidity collection. For eyes, I went in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Again, I say if you want to start out with a really good creamy eyeshadows, if you want to start out with a really good one but you don't want to spend a lot of money for it, I don't want to spend a lot of money for it anyway. I'm always going to buy Morphe palettes. They are really super duper good. I love them a lot. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I used this shade right here to bring a little pop to my face. As you can see, I used it as a highlighter, and I also used it on my eyes. Super duper affordable. Either this palette or the 35O palette, which I'm gonna go grab. I tell you, I've had this palette for a long time. I still have like their original packaging on this. So this is the 35O palette. It is super good. A lot of fall colors, a lot of fun colors, a lot of naturals. It's super good. So either way, I highly recommend the Jaclyn Hill palette or the 35O palette from Morphe. For my lashes, I use the Buxom mascara, and I use the Lash Paradise mascara. So I mix these two together. Again, this is a dupe for the Too Faced mascara, so if you do like that one, you can get this one from Walmart. I think it's like, I want to say like $5 to $7, so super duper cheap. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys get some inspiration from this, and it'll help you out in the mornings when you're running behind. I love you guys so much. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button. I love you guys all so much. Have a wonderful and blessed day.